Well, it's about time. So here I am at a lovely BMW dealership, and the reason I'm here is because looks like all that pain that you and I and all of us kind of normal folks have been feeling for the past few years is finally starting to hit a lot of these rich a-holes. So BMW just put out a report saying that their profits are down 83%. They've had massive sales falling all over the world, particularly in China. The US has been okay-ish, but keep in mind, a lot of that is leases, like what you're seeing over here, right? Nobody's gonna buy this turd. Like, look at these things. They're hideous for one. But the vast majority of people who are getting these EVs and stuff, they're doing the lease of, $600, $700 a month. So BMW's not making a whole boatload of money on something like that, right? But they do want to sell you a tiny SUV like this for 60 grand or a little bit bigger one for 70 grand. And those people who kind of had a lot of that FU money have already spent it, and they're scared because they know that there's probably going to be some checks and balances coming. Put in the comments what you all think. Do you feel bad for BMW? Because I sure don't. Check out this M8. I wonder how much this thing is. Yeah, they don't even put a price tag on it. I'll put it up on the screen. I'm sure it's just insane. But down 83%. And I don't foresee that getting any better. Their next report's going to probably be worse. And I don't know, like screwing people over and getting everything free, getting all sorts of interest-free money from the government. And then when they turn off the printing press, this thing's $90,000, by the way, for an X5. 90 grand. Looks sharp, but I'm not going to pay $90,000 for a midsize SUV. I mean, that's insane. Look at that. $100,405 for an SUV. There you go. They got a little bit of a discount, 6 grand on $105,000. 82,000, 83,000. Man, that's just ridiculous. I'm not surprised that their sales are down. I mean, look at the prices of this stuff. And it's all junk, it falls apart. I know a guy who tried to get out of his lease recently because he was having so many problems with the vehicles. And the value of his lease dropped 50% in 1 year. So the bank was like, okay, well, we can let you out, but the vehicle, since it's got, 9,000 miles on it and it's been driven for 11 months, costs $91,000 for an MSRP, and now it's worth 56 grand. And these people know it, and they don't have that money to just throw away anymore because the printing press is turned off. Let's go across the street. And here we are. We're at the belle of the ball, Audi. They are down a staggering 91%, right? Like they're in Nissan territory now. And it's all because, a lot of these freaking scumbag rich people don't have the disposable cash anymore. They're afraid that they're not going to. That's probably more the truth because, they've been siphoning money out of every freaking facet on earth for the past 5 years. So, I don't know. What do we have here? S5. Pretty cool car, right? 3-liter V6. What do we got? 65,000 bucks. I thought that would be honestly more expensive, and that's sad. Yeah, what's this over here? This looks like a budget. Like this, the thing about Audi is they're basically a Volkswagen. Yeah, 57 bucks for, or it's $57,000 for a Q5 S line. But these are essentially, Volkswagens, right? They're all their underpinning and the tons of their parts, vast majority of their parts are all just Volkswagen. And you're paying such an insane amount of money for that. And they've always kind of played, second fiddle to the rest of the Mercedes and BMWs and all that. And they're just, in my opinion, they're not as good of quality. So I'm not surprised that they're doing the worst out of the bunch. They have worse reliability scores, and I don't think that they have quite the brand prestige as some of the other ones. Put in the comments if you agree with me. But they're going to they're going to charge you a premium anyways, right? So what do we got here? $82,000 for a Q7. That's wild. Put in the comments if you'd buy a $83,000, $82,000 Audi SUV, especially right now. Not me, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, folks, I just kind of wanted to shoot a video about some of the crap that's going on here. BMW being down 83%, Audi 91%, Lamborghini, Bentley, all of those manufacturers are way down. And they're going to keep being way down, in my opinion, because this situation economically, I mean, they've milked everything that they can, right? And now everything's starting to fall. And when rich people start to feel the pain, well, they want to roll all that downhill, don't they? So they're going to be causing a lot of job losses. They're going to scramble around and put themselves in a terrible situation and ask for a bailout. And I'm afraid that they're going to get one. Like just what happened with Rivian. Rivian is a pointless company that does not need to exist, and they serve absolutely no purpose. Well, the government just gave them $7 billion, and they even roped the interest payments into the loan. So they're not even actually having to pay that, right? It's all like this major sweetheart deal. And what they're going to do is they're just going to go bankrupt anyways and do a restructuring, and they won't have to pay any of that money back. Meanwhile, you owe the IRS $5,000, they're going to send the SWAT team into your house and take you out in chains if they don't get their money. But companies like this, and they just get off scot-free, and they always bail them out, and then they act like, oh, well, if you don't do this, then all these other people are going to lose their jobs and everything like that. And they kind of try to hold these governments hostage. Well, hopefully things are changing and they won't be able to get away with that crap anymore. Put in the comments if you think that they will. I don't know. Yeah, situation's not good, folks, though. Don't let anybody fool you into buying something right now. This is not a good time, and there's going to be plenty of deals to be had, in my opinion. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.